Proposed Capital Vessel Finance Fund, maritime experts urge Nigerian government to look inwards towards growing shipping industry. Federal government warns of potential flooding across 15 states and 69 communities across Nigeria. Katsina State inaugurates landmark renewable energy projects to boost economic growth. Hello and many thanks for joining us on the news desk at 3 on NTA News 24. We are broadcasting live from Abuja. I am Chinenye Nwoye. Maritime experts are urging Nigeria to look inwards in growing its shipping industry. On NTS program, Good Morning Nigeria, they questioned the reliance on foreign-built vessels under the proposed Capital Vessel Finance Fund. Their call comes as the world marks World Maritime Day 2025 with the theme, Our Oceans, Our Obligation, Our Opportunities. Ekemini Williams monitored the discussion.
Nigeria is marking World Maritime Day alongside the global community, with the Ministry of Maritime and Blue Economy showcasing significant progress in tackling industry challenges since its establishment 2 years ago. Dr. Bolaji Akinola, Special Assistant to the Minister of Maritime and Blue Economy on Media and Communication, highlighted notable developments, including a $1 billion contract for upgrading and modernizing Lagos, Apapa, and Tinkan Island ports.
Also, the procurement contracts for the modernization of and upgrade of the eastern ports, the ports in Port Harcourt, Onne, Warri, and the rest of them is already in the works. So you see, all these things will not happen in just 2 years.
Maritime experts warn that Nigeria's maritime sector faces significant challenges, including underdeveloped waterways, inadequate infrastructure, and safety concerns. They caution that copying policies without proper foundations can be counterproductive.
We have to address the issue of ports, ships, and freight services, because that is the most important and gainful aspects of the maritime economy.
So we need to develop manpower, and the Nigerian Seafarers Development Program is there, but a lot needs to be done. For instance, the cadets from Maritime Academy of Nigeria, Oron, that have graduated, they need to have bed space for training.
Our money is going abroad to develop foreign shipyards. So if we know the type, the quantity and quality of vessels that we need to operate the cabotage industry, if Nigerians can collaborate with shipbuilders so that first and foremost the vessels are built here in Nigeria.
I challenge you, sir. What you have said, that we need a shipyard in Nigeria, I agree. Please take that initiative too. Invite your friends from abroad to come invest in Nigerian shipyard. This government is is business friendly.
With these developments, the industry is expected to experience significant growth, enhancing efficiency, competitiveness, and economic development. In Abuja, Ekemini Williams, NTA News.
The federal government has warned of heavy rainfall and potential flooding across 15 states and 69 communities from September 24th to 28th, 2025. This is contained in a statement from the Ministry of Environment's National Flood Early Warning Center. The advisory lists Adamawa, Anambra, Bayelsa, Borno, Delta, Edo, Imo, Kano, Katsina, Ondo, Oyo, Rivers, Sokoto, Taraba, and Zamfara as risk states. Communities such as Yola, Yenagoa, Warri, Benin City, Oguta, Kano, Jibia, Akure, Oyo, Ahoada, Shagari, Sarti, and Gusau are particularly vulnerable. Stakeholders are therefore advised to take preventive measures to protect lives and property. Katsina State has marked its 38th anniversary with the inauguration of a series of landmark renewable energy projects. The projects are part of ongoing efforts to transform the state's energy sector and create new opportunities for economic growth. Awal Haliru brings us the details of this report.
The projects include the deployment of over 20 megawatts of solar power with 10 megawatt hours of battery storage, which will improve healthcare services, education, and access to clean water for communities. The state government also revived the 10 megawatt Lambarini wind farm with an additional 10 megawatts of solar power. A 1 megawatt solar power plant has been installed at the State Secretariat complex to ensure steady electricity for government operations, while another 1 megawatt solar plant at the government house will guarantee uninterrupted power.
This integration of wind and solar generation represents a local and new model of clean energy production in Nigeria and places Katsina at the forefront of subnational energy leadership.
And the health sector, a 300 kilowatt solar system at Katsina General Hospital is now powering critical services, improving healthcare delivery for patients. Solar-powered street lights are also being installed in Zangaya and Islamia schools, allowing pupils to study in safe environments. State government also unveils a new transport initiatives, including 500 electric tricycles to promote mobility in urban centers. Over 100 young men and women are undergoing training in solar installation and maintenance at the Katsina Technology Incubation Center, preparing a skilled workforce to sustain the state's clean energy drive. In Katsina, Awal Halaru, NTA News.
A 5-day training workshop on official communication skills in public service, organized by the National Hydroelectric Power Producing Area Development Commission, has opened in Lokoja, Kogi State. Managing Director of the Commission, Abubakar Sadiq Yelwa, declared the workshop open. Solomon Ayedein reports.
Abubakar Sadiq Yelwa describes communication as key to effective and quality service delivery in any organization, stressing that the capacity building workshop will go a long way to further strengthen essential tools of professionalism and personal success, adding that communication is even more crucial, serving as a bridge between the government and the people. In NHIPADEC, communication, he says, is not just about speaking or writing, but about building understanding, fostering synergy among colleagues, and creating trust between the Commission and the communities it serves, in addition to ensuring that the policies and interventions designed are not just well-intentioned, but also well-explained and well-received.
To sharpen their skill and justify their relevance and continue to add value to humanity.
Some participants expressed confidence in the workshop in transforming their communication skills to enhance effective and quality service delivery in their duty post.
Presently, there's a lot that communication skills to be helpful for us, especially with the registry staff that are the first contact people for the organization.
Communication is in the public service space is very key. It stops conflict, it brings solutions to problems.
What we're expecting after this training is that every staff who has participated in this training the skill of every staff will be sharpened in terms of communication.
Participants are expected to cascade the knowledge acquired to their subordinates at their various units for optimal performance. In Lokoja, Solomon Ayedehi, NTA News.
The Senegal Exchange visit to Nigeria to understudy Nigeria's model of nutrition responsive budgeting with support from the World Bank and Accelerating Nutrition Results in Nigeria ANRIN project has set tune for long-term knowledge transfer between the two countries. Ibrahim Bello Gunda reports that the partnership is expected to open a new chapter in improving nutrition responsive budgeting and accountability.
The drive to tackle the challenges of malnutrition, especially among vulnerable groups, through cost-effective nutritional services that promote accountability has been a challenge to many countries. Hence, the intervention by Accelerated Nutrition Results in Nigeria, ANRIN project, supported by the World Bank, which gave birth to Nigeria's success story in nutrition intervention, which prompted the visit by the Senegalese delegation.
The budget tagging and tracking is one of the legacies that we implemented in the 11 states where we implemented ARIN the last time, and it enables us to know what is being utilized in terms of domestic resources towards the cause of nutrition in Nigeria.
The presentation by both the Nigerian and Senegalese delegation dwelt on unique features of their interventions. The Senegalese delegation said their key objective is to strengthen technical and capacity of key Senegalese actors through the exchange experience of Nigeria's implementation of a system for nutritional budget tagging, tracking and accountability.
Whatever is being done in State A is exactly the same as what is being done in State B. So that's like a standard service protocol that is inbuilt in the mobile application. This application sends data to the National Health Management Information System.
Funding from development partners, either as loans or grants, make up a significant share of nutrition financing. Of course, 29% is a lot. At least from the plan that we have, we allocated 29% to partners.
The Senegal exchange visit to Nigeria proceeds to Kano State to provide opportunity to explore practical approaches for classifying and tackling nutrition expenditures and draw lessons on transparency. In Abuja, Ibrahim Bello Gunda, NTA News.
This is the news desk at 3 on NTA News 24. We'll take a break here. There will be more reports when we return. This day.
Feel the power of precision, engineered to perfection. Every component is crafted with care, and each design is meticulously tested. From concept to creation, our engineers push the boundaries of technology, seamlessly blending performance and sustainability with a deep commitment to African ingenuity. Introducing the CNG Boss, a remarkable achievement in engineering designed to operate on compressed natural gas, a cleaner and more sustainable fuel alternative. At Innocent Vehicles, we proudly lead the way in creating greener mobility across Africa. And it doesn't stop there. From SUVs to sedans, spacious buses to electric cars, Innocent offers a wide range of models designed to meet every need. Innocent Vehicle, the pride of African roads.
Nigeria at 65, a continental giant takes another step forward, navigating the contradiction fueled by a colorful and resourcefully diverse populace, yet questions linger on the destination of state, propelled by the vagaries of nationhood. What is your contribution to this journey? Join the NTA and an eclectic mix of everything Nigerian, from the academic stains to the street kings, who will lend their voices on the platform that has always been a part of the journey. The NTA on October 1st, 2025.
Many thanks for staying on. In Nigeria's National Assembly, a bill is never truly born until two chambers agree, a principle called concurrence. It is the heartbeat of lawmaking in a bicameral legislature. Ignatius Nkwo in this report takes a look at this parliamentary practice and its implication in representative government.
In a bicameral legislature, as in Nigeria's National Assembly, the making of law is never a solitary act. A bill may begin its journey in one chamber, but it cannot stand alone. It needs the assent of the other. That final handshake, known as concurrence, gives life to legislation. Without it, laws remain in limbo, suspended in silence.
No one arm of the National Assembly should be able to pass any bill into law or make any bill into law without concurrent approval from the other arm. Therefore, I believe that will add more value, more weight, and more representation of the Nigerian people.
Concurrence is often described as democracy's guardrail. It slows the rush, insists on scrutiny, and compels a broader debate. It ensures that voices from the noisy market to the remote villages find reflection in the nation's laws.
specifically when there is concurrence between the two chambers. It's to avoid any ambiguity. That's to ensure agreement on the bill.
But there are critics. They see it as a brake on progress, a stumbling block that risks duplication, even rivalry between the two chambers.
In a situation where the bicameral is costing more, taking more time, taking more resources, and probably being less productive.
I feel the bicameral nature sometimes really makes passage of laws cumbersome. People can be represented with just the House of Representatives.
For citizens, concurrence feels like delay, another pause in the machinery of governance. Yet, democracy is rarely swift. Its strength lies not in speed, but in agreement.
Well, when both chambers finally meet in unity, the law that emerges carries something enduring, the unmistakable signature of the people's will. Ignatius Nko, NTA News.
The Nigerian Air Force has inducted 29 personnel drawn from Nigeria and allied nations into the Air Force War College following their completion of the 9-month course. Minister of Defense Mohammed Badaru Abubakar at the graduation ceremony of the Air War Course 11 2025 urged them to use the knowledge acquired to surmount emerging security challenges in Nigeria. Elias Yav has more.
The Minister of Defense, represented by the Chief of Defense Staff, General Christopher Musa, while appreciating the graduates of the course 11/2025 for enduring the pressure and demands of the program, urged them to uphold the spirit of synergy and joint efforts, as it is the only way to overcoming emerging security challenges, including insurgency and terrorism. He commended President Bola Ahmed Tinubu for prioritizing capacity building among military personnel.
As you return to your respective units and formations, you carry a heavier weight of responsibility. You are now the vanguard of strategic thoughts. Your nation and the armed forces look up to you to deliver.
The Chief of Air Staff, Air Marshal Bala Bakar, and the Commandant of the Air Force War College Nigeria, Air Vice Marshal Babatunde Phillips, described the ceremony as a milestone in living up to modern warfare.
As informed leaders and decision makers in your own right, you must view Nigeria's security challenges through the lens of the wider global war on terror.
Course 11 has proven that with dedication and guidance, we can shape leaders of vision, character, and courage.
Governor Hyacinth Elia, represented by the Deputy Governor Sam Ode, lauded the contributions of the military in safeguarding the nation.
We will continue to partner with the Nigerian Air Force and other security agencies in fostering peace.
The graduation ceremony was climaxed by the presentation of certificates to graduates, presentation of awards to participants who distinguished themselves in the course of the 9-month program, as well as the unveiling of the Air Power Vanguard magazine of the War College. In Makudi, Elias Itiav, NTA News.
You're still on to the news desk at 3 on NTA News 24. Let's take another look at our major stories. Proposed Capital Vessel Finance Fund, maritime experts urge Nigerian government to look inwards towards growing shipping industry. Federal government warns of potential flooding across 15 states and 69 communities across Nigeria. Katsina State inaugurates landmark renewable energy projects to boost economic growth.
This is NTA News 24.
For the first time in the history of Christian pilgrimage in Imo State, about 350 intending Christian pilgrims from Imo and Abia states were airlifted to the Holy Land from the Sam Mbakwe International Cargo Airport, Owerri. At the flag-off ceremony, Secretary to the Government of the Federation, Senator George Akume, emphasized the significance of pilgrimage as a spiritual journey of faith He commended the Executive Secretary of NCPC, Bishop Stephen Adebute, for his innovative leadership and successful conduct of 4 pilgrimages to the Holy Land. SGF Judge Akume also commended Governor Hope Uzodinma for his support of the pilgrimage exercise, having sponsored more than 1,000 pilgrims in 2023 and another 1,000 this year. Governor Hope Uzodinma and the Executive Secretary of the NCPC urged the intending pilgrims to be good ambassadors of Nigeria while on the trip. The National Health Insurance Authority, NHIA, celebrates the delivery of quadruplets for a beneficiary of the Comprehensive Emergency Obstetric and Neonatal Care Program. The mother, Hawa Usman, was diagnosed with triplets, a malpresentation of fetus, but delivered quadruplets through a cesarean section at the Federal University of Health Sciences Teaching Hospital at Zare, Bauchi State. NHIA Director General commends the hospital staff and the family for a safe delivery, stressing the program's impact in saving lives and protecting families from financial burden. The program, which has benefited 422 pregnant women so far, provides free emergency care for women and newborns in undeserved areas. He says this milestone delivery underscores NHIA's commitment to advancing maternal and child health care under the Renewed Hope agenda. The Nigeria Police Force has held a solemn day of tributes at the Police Resource Center in Abuja in honor of late former Inspector General of Police, Dr. Solomon Arase. Francis Form reports that the Day of Tributes was more than a memorial. It was a reflection on the enduring legacy of a man whose leadership, reforms, and vision left an indelible mark on policing in Nigeria.
Officers, dignitaries, family and friends gathered to celebrate the seasoned Let's Police boss, his life, leadership and reforms during his tenure as the 18th IGP from April 2015 to June 2016. Inspector General of Police Kayode Egbetokun described Arase as a professional, while tributes from retired IGPs, civil society, and international partners highlight his commitment to community policing, accountability, and welfare of police personnel.
Technical Intelligence Unit, the Intelligence Response Team, the Complaint Response Unit, are all his creations. These units today remain the cornerstone of modern policing in Nigeria.
He possessed a remarkable power of endurance. Arase lived a good life. He served his country. He did his best.
Solomon was a quintessential police officer, a consummate one.
This is a man who is fearless, who is honest, who is trustful,
a capable hand that I say the first intellectual in the Nigeria Police Force as IGP.
He was my strong pillar, confident and professional guide to me in my career.
Solomon really exhibited the wisdom of Solomon.
The best way to honor him is to continue the journey of reform and service to which he devoted his life.
Family members expressed gratitude for the honor, noting his pride in serving the nation.
He was truly the best father a girl could ever ask for, a true champion for us, his daughters.
Even though we mourn, we are happy at the kind of life that he lived.
The event was a call for officers to build on Arase's legacy, ensuring the force remains people-centered and anchored on professionalism and service. Francis from NTA News.
And that concludes the news desk at 3 on NTA News 24. Many thanks for watching. I am Chinenye Mui.
seem to have a lot of money. Nigeria.